Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Edner with your Tuesday, November 13th morning market commentary. The markets have slowed down quite a bit here recently. We are seeing the beginning of what will be considered wintertime trade now that we've gotten past the November crop report. Yesterday, the market slowed down quite a bit again. It was a government holiday, so there were no reports coming out. So we'll get harvest progress this afternoon. With corn harvest already being 77% last week, we would imagine trade, even though there's plenty of people still out there harvesting, trade will probably see this as pretty much done already. So we'll see what we get for a corn harvest number, but again, any number past 70% is likely to see limited trade reactions, so we could see things continue to be especially slow for the corn, lacking other immediate news. To put things in perspective of just where corn stands, the recent highs and lows puts the average March corn price between dead in the middle of those highs and lows at 381 and 3/8. So we can use that as a level to call what is truly middle of the road, and we find ourselves very close to that number yesterday and again overnight. Funds have also been quite quiet in the corn lately as well. They've already short covered all their positions. Any activity we've seen in the grains has been short covering lately. So given the fact that they've already covered all their shorts in corn, there's very little for them to see to do there in the corn market. We're also seeing very limited influence on the corn from other markets. Wheat was up 15 or more cents through most of the day, and all we really saw was corn up just about a penny there. So let's slide over to the beans, where there is some more potential immediate news. We're seeing general support in this bean market. Could be coming from optimism over the upcoming G20 meeting. Looking into that G20 meeting a little bit more, it will occur during the last week of November, of which the major leaders are not known for showing up until the tail end of this. So we should continue to look for headlines to move the bean market around. But any actual meeting of when this will take place will be right at the last few days of November. We do see funds slowly short covering positions in beans. More to say, just they show up lightly here or there every once in a while, but we haven't seen any heavy aggressive influence on from the funds on the bean market. Now moving over to wheat, that was the only market that did seem to show a little bit more aggressive fund short covering yesterday. The funds still have a slight short position to cover there. Weekly exports also in the wheat have improved over the last 3 weeks. So we'll see on Thursday if that can maintain again a 600,000 ton or better number to suggest that exports are still running pretty well there. We did get a news story for wheat yesterday that maybe China's going to open up some buying from Russia. Of course, to us that means if China does buy any Russian wheat, that opens up the door for us to be more competitive in the world market as well. So a little bit of supportive news there. We'll want to keep eyes open for that. And again, especially keep track of that weekly export sales report. That is the long-lasting, ongoing news that could put some support into this market. Over in cattle, we saw a show list that was down 4,500. Initially, 4,500 lower show list hints 50 cents, maybe $1 improvement in the cash this week. We're also seeing packer profitability back up to $18. That also says it agrees with the show list saying 50 cents, maybe $1 higher this week. However, you may see traders a bit more on the cautious side. We did have some active fund long liquidation on Monday last week and then again on Friday. Even after that long liquidation, if you assume that Friday's selling was about 4,000 contracts, which is known to make nearly a limit move in the cattle, that would still put them long 37,000. Not a major position, but enough that you'd say that anybody who maybe would otherwise be pre-buying this good cash news here, or the good start to cash news, they may hold off. You never know if funds appear after you come in and buy. If the funds appear randomly on, let's say, today on a Tuesday, liquidate another 4,000, you're instantly $2 behind in your position. So trade, even with slightly positive cash news, may maintain a generally calm activity there in the cattle. So again, it's yet another market that may trade relatively calm here today, waiting for more news or waiting to see a fund show up. So that's what we're looking at here on Tuesday, November 13th. If you have any questions, give us a call here at 800-551-4626 or visit us on the web at allendale-inc.com.